This is how Wikipedia describes privilege escalation in software. A simple analogy for this is the cookie analogy. Let's say that your mom has made some great cookies that you want to eat. Then you go and ask your mom if you can have some cookies. But she tells you, no, you can't have because we are having dinner soon. But you really want those cookies. So you go to your dad and ask him if he can ask from your mom for some cookies and give it to you. So your dad goes to your mom, asks her for some cookies, and she says, yeah, sure, you can have some cookies. And he gets the cookies and give them to you, and you're having the cookies and enjoying them, and everything is okay. So the cookies are the resource that you weren't allowed to use. And you manage to manipulate the system and elevate your access to those resources that your mom, which was the designer of the application or system, didn't want you to get. So enough about cookies, now let's check out the demo on privilege escalation in the cloud. We'll see how we can easily elevate our access and actually have an account takeover over an AWS account with some privilege escalation. In our main AWS account, let's take a look at the demo user we created to show the privilege escalation attack. This user has only one seemingly innocent and benign policy attached to it: an allow IAM put user policy for all resources. And even if we'll log into this user and try to see the YAM dashboard, we'll see we don't have permission. We can try to see the EC2 dashboard, and we also don't have any permissions to see that because we have only the put policy permission. But what this user can do to elevate his or her permissions is create a JSON file that basically will contain the managed administrator access policy, which will allow him to do everything in this account. So now, in order to perform the privilege escalation, the privileged user will simply go to the AWS command line interface, and then simply use the IAM put user policy command, attaching to himself the super permissive policy that we created before, allowing him to have effectively administrator access permissions. So now when the elevated user will go back to the AWS console and go to the IAM dashboard, it will see everything and it will have the permission of an admin. If we'll go to the EC2 dashboard, we'll see that this user can basically do anything in EC2, to launch instances, to list them, and everything. So the next time you think about privilege escalation, just think about those cookies.